Peace and honor, kings and queens, gods and goddesses, solar beings, rise and shine. The birth of a nation. There was a goddess that suggested this movie for me to check out, so I checked it out. I'm not saying that I watched the movie, but all I had to do was analyze the trailer. So when I analyze the trailer, I get the fact that this is a ritual. That movie is nothing more but a ritual to keep you in circles, to keep replaying the past, and the past in the sense that we started off in this type of condition where as though these humans ruled over us, and to put in the state of mind of us that we take this beating, then we fight these guys physically. Not to mention that we pick up this whole black and white thing, which is synonymous with your Black Lives Matter and your All Lives Matter BS. Your checkerboard, your black and white checkerboard, you know. So yeah, this that movie keeps you in a circle. It keeps you in a circle, and this movie is no different than the movies that they made in the past. They just make it more moderate. They make it more moderate with bringing in new characters. Then these characters, man, they play on your emotions heavy with the sob songs and the tears, the teardrops. You got your characters crying and everything in the theater on these images to plant these seeds into your mind to make you a believer. They also promote the Bible, the turning of the cheek. Then they put that aside, and then we fighting back type of situation. We are above and beyond the physical. Okay, the moment you begin to rumble somebody with your hands, I mean, you if some approach you, I mean, you do what you got to do. But this is a mental war. This is mental warfare. It ain't no physical. This is mental warfare out here. So does everything have to do with intelligence? Absolutely. Absolutely. So when I analyzed this movie, there was a scene whereas this human lady said to the little so-called black boy, "Don't touch these books. It's just things that you just won't understand as far as your kind." Yeah, she's absolutely correct because we don't need no books. We don't need their knowledge. We don't need to entertain their prism because they don't have information within their blood. We do. So they have to go outside their well-being and grab those books. And those books are spells, ritualistic spells. That's why it has a beginning and an end, and then you have the ability to read it over and over again. You know, so that's as far as the humans is concerned. That is their information. That is their information that they grasp onto to get their so-called intelligence, so they can get ahead in life because they don't have nothing outside of this realm. Their realm is the fishbowl. No disrespect to them, but this is their realm. Infinite knowledge. Nah, they. I don't think they can obtain that. I don't think they can obtain that. So when she disregarded the fact of him taking that book, that was that's exactly what it is, because we don't need books. We take what we can take out of these books, we scan it, analyze it, and we experience if it's correct firsthand. Like you get your books in school, your social studies, your science books, and things like that. In science class, you would do different experiments and things like that, and you experiment these things firsthand. So you're not taking it as face value. So, that's just an example stating that experiences firsthand is fact and proof. Whereas though you got your educated brothers and sisters out here that regurgitate every goddamn thing in a book, and then they call themselves smart because they fill in the answers into these questions that these worksheets, up on these worksheets that these colleges, these schools, give them. So they summarize it, and then they put the answer down, pertaining to the question that relates with the question. It's regurgitated. So you're not experiencing anything. So yeah, back to the movie. It's nothing more but a ritual. We don't need no books. We take it for what it is, as far as analyzing it, and then be done with it. The books are for the humans. We have books within our DNA. We have those books within our DNA. Each cell holds information. Each cell holds information. So that alone tells you what it is. That tells you what it is. But you must master the soul. We all do. We all got work to do. So this movie, The Birth of a Nation, birth don't pertain to us. It's not in relation with us, okay? We just came through the Stargate, through the Sun Gate. That's it. We are infinite beings. So this movie keep you as a believer. It it puts you in a state of you being submissive. And when they talk about slaves, okay, slaves mean Slavic, in a sense of those beings being Slavic beings, and to being dictators, manipulators. So they hold the so-called black people captive. They are held captive because it's a war. So they manipulate your mindset, and have you become a believer, and for you to be submissive to them. And then this movie also entertains the Bible and the cross. The cross is nothing but death. A cross of death. That's why I don't get why these guys and these women out here, they wearing crosses on their chest, up on their solar plex. You know, entertaining that type of death frequency energy output. You wearing death around your neck. You wearing death on your chest. You wearing death. So that's what that whole cross is. What you think so-called Jesus was doing? What you think he was doing when he was hung on a cross? Okay, he was dead. So that alone tells you that that cross, that symbol, symbolizes death. Okay? And for all you Bible fiends out there, what you need to do is, and then too, they don't really read the Bible because it's some jewels up in there. There's jewels up in the Bible, but people take little things that they can take out of it and utilize it for their own will to continue to be a believer because they emotional. Try Psalms 82. Try Psalms 82. Read that. Analyze that. So yeah, that movie keep you in an emotional state of mind. It's an emotional rant that's being taken place, and it's a ritual to keep you in circles, keep you submissive, keep you in a state of, oh, you doubting yourself. Talking about the so-called black beings, so-called black people, that have you a believer, and only weak beings will receive this as some type of knowledge, like the so-called white race is doing you a favor of letting you know how your lineage began, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh well, they don't show black history movies. They don't. Man, it's all BS. It's a program. It's nothing but a program. Okay. This movie play on your emotions. Very heavy. So I just wanted to make this video short. Much peace and grace and honor to the gods and goddesses, kings and queens, solar beings, rise and shine. Peace.